Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here, Moss Pawn & Gun, and we're continuing our 2015 SHOT Show coverage. We dropped by the ATK booth here because I want to show you something that I think is really neat from Blackhawk. This is their diversion wax line. All right, there's some canvas bags that these guys make, and we're going to show you in a minute, but check this out. I'm actually wearing one right now. Everyday kind of messenger style bag. Okay, something goes silly. Okay, how about that? All right, now where I just drew this Blackhawk blue gun from this little compartment right here, okay? Now, this compartment has Velcro in there, you know, to work with all your Kydex holsters, all your mounting options you want for Kydex there. Of course, you know, just for this demo, I had the gun just kind of riding, but you got these pulls that are real easy to get to. If you guys are familiar with Blackhawk, you're already familiar with these types of pulls because they run them on all different types of stuff. But this messenger bag, you know, it looks like a real basic bag. Really nothing going on with it. Looks like a just plain laptop case or messenger bag. They've also got these fidlock buckles. Now, guys, these things are wicked. All right, you're looking at it and you're probably thinking, how the hell does this work? How does it operate? You just pull it apart, snaps back together. But it won't pull apart. You just have to, one hand, and she's open. Want to put it back together, just snaps back in place. Pull apart, back together. So this makes, you know, one-handed operation getting to, you know, the locks, the buckles on here are really easy to get loose because of the fidlocks. And to be honest with you, it's the first time I'd ever even heard of a fidlock style clasp. Traditionally, I guess if you're wearing gloves or any kind of heavy things on your hands, or if you got big hands, sometimes it can be hard to get to little clasps or things like that. But that's a very smart move on their part. The canvas, let me take this thing off. The canvas that's on these bags is actually a wax impregnated canvas, which helps with not only water repulsion, but one thing that I like about this is that the way this particular bag is put together, or this line of bags I should say, there's several of them, is that as it ages, it'll kind of take on that bit of character. You know, it'll get worn out, it'll get, you know, real pliable, it'll get, you know, kind of a aged and just really road worn look to it, which is great. The reason I like this stuff so much, when I saw it, I wanted to tell you guys about it, is mainly just because it's a good everyday man's style of carrying a gun. I mean, you still want to be able to carry a firearm, but you don't want to look like a tactical Ted. And some people just don't want to do that. So see, you got lots of good storage options. You see right here that on this particular bag, the pockets are large enough to accommodate not only pins and things like that, but maybe extra magazines, sort of thing. This particular flap right here has magnetic clasps on it, so you just pick up and pull, close back together. Well, they've got this one stuffed full of things, but the inside of the bag, see if we can actually, I'm not going to be able to pull that out, but it's hard to tell, but the inside of the bag on this actually has Velcro running the whole back of it. So say you want to put, you know, a lot of your modular storage options in there for, say you want to put your Kel-Tec Sub 2000 in there along with a couple of Glocks or something, or you want to put some extra mags and like a small SBR, AR. This is a way that you can carry around a firearm without looking like you're carrying around a firearm. And for me, that's what's one of the things that's kind of special about this particular line. It makes everything easy to get to. It makes it to where you're hidden in plain sight and no one knows that you're dealing with guns on your person. And they were telling me some stories about this line that kind of intrigued me a bit. They mentioned that early on, a lot of their tier 1 operators kind of came to them wanting like this kind of clandestine bag that they could have that had the features of a tactical bag and everything they wanted in a tactical bag, but with the simplicity of a messenger bag. You know, a lot of guys that go overseas, both in the military, law enforcement realm, you know, all of those types of guys, they tend to gravitate towards like just 30-year-old messenger bags and old leather bags and just something that makes them look very plain and simple. This bag, as it gets, you know, older, it'll get all the road scars on it, it'll look cool, it'll still repel water, it'll still have all the features that people come to expect out of a good everyday tactical bag, okay? So obviously different sizes, this being kind of like a 3-day pack style, this one being more of like your laptop case, messenger bag sort of thing. Even on the smaller end, looking at these small bags, I could see where these would do really well for females. You know, say you want to have a, you know, some females like to have kind of an outdoorsy style purse or something like that that's really easy for them to carry their small guns in and that sort of thing. This is just a really sensible option for just about anybody, male or female. And the colors are somewhat unisex, at least from my opinion. You know, ladies can rock something like this and it look just fine for them. But also, you know, a guy with any of this type of stuff, going to feel right at home also, just from a standpoint of aesthetics. Because, you know, looks do matter to some degree. I mean, that's what this whole thing about is looks and perception. Not really cosmetics, but perception and how people view you as a gun owner and how you're carrying guns on your person. And this is just a really kind of clandestine and simple way to still carry the things you need for that lifestyle, but without putting out the whole idea of, hey, I'm a gun owner, hey, I'm doing this, hey, I'm doing that. This is just a great way to kind of, you know, secretly do that. So the wax impregnated canvas doing a great job of repelling moisture. So what we'll probably end up doing is getting a few of these out, and we're going to put some valuable things in them. And I'm talking very valuable things. And what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm going to take one and we're going to test the water repulsion capabilities. Probably going to wait till we have a good rainstorm coming through. Take a couple of guns, stick them in there. Maybe we'll hang them up in a tree, let them get rained on for a few days, just to see what happens. I mean, you know, we always have to push things to the limit, but I thought this line was neat. This is not all of them, of course. They do make some larger options, which you'll see here in a moment. They've got one that's like a large range style case. So say you want to move a couple of shotguns, a couple of SPRs, you want to really take some firepower to town, okay? But you don't want anybody to know you have it. But guys, I appreciate you watching this video. We've really been trying to cover things that we just think are really awesome. And this is one product that kind of caught my eye. I thought you guys would like to see it. We appreciate you watching our videos. Stay tuned. We have much more SHOT Show coverage on the way. See you next time.